welcome to 2024 Media Press Day. Last two coaches standing for the 2024 season will do their 5 questions. Each question hasn't been known yet. They haven't discussed it or anything. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to roll dice to see who wants to go first or second on asking questions. So Coach, go ahead.
I have to roll the dice?
1 dice. 6.
1.
Do you want to ask the first question or receive the first question?
Ask me the first question.
Okay.
Hey, I'm going to use these dice tomorrow.
All right, Coach. Coach of South Carolina and coach of...
Now, you're asking me the question?
Yes.
Okay.
This is Jeffrey asking you.
Jeffrey,
Okay, because if you had to read it, we'd be here for like 90 minutes.
I know. I can't see for shit.
All right, it's a great honor to play the commissioner in the chip. I know you usually find a lot of fun in watching the guys in the league play, but I want to know how you feel about being in the chip this year.
I really don't know because it's been like 45 years since I've been in it before. But I'm so happy that I feel like I'm playing one of the family members that's been here for a long, long time, and that's Jeffrey, and I have so much respect for him.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. This is Coach's first question.
All right.
Does the bear
He has to read it out loud.
You had a really good season. You beat me in the first meeting. Do you take anything from it? I do take a lot of things from not only the game that we played earlier this season, but every time I play you, Coach. And I think the number one rule is to have fun and don't let one play kind of shift your whole mentality. You know, at the end of the day, we're here to have fun, have a good time, but, you know, there's still work to be done. I think out of our game this year, especially, I was watching the footage back a few days ago, and, you know, it's never over till it's over.
Okay. All right, this is Jeffrey's second question to you. You were there for the creation of, and not only the league,
Thanks.
but the game itself. And water. No. How do you feel knowing that CTC has become such a competitive game that not only makes for tight-knit league, but a brotherhood of great coaches that come back each year?
That's a good question, man. I'll tell you, the thing I can see is the people that are in the game now are great because I enjoy playing each one because it's a family, and that's why I know you're going to New York next year. I'm going to miss you so much because you're part of the family, and I love playing anybody just to have, like you said, just to have a lot of fun. And it is. I want to win, sure, but I want to have fun and smile.
Good. Great answer, Coach.
All right. Number 2 question.
You have to move my helmet. Ready for that? I'm more ready than you ever know, Coach. I've been at home practicing, going both ways.
I feel so bad about that.
No, there's no need to feel bad about it, Coach. It's just going to be a fun time.
This is actually interesting. This is the first chip ever that a guy's going to have to move another guy's helmet. So that's...
And I got sticks times too, right?
What's that?
Am I doing sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is...
There's a lot more on my plate this year. For
What's
sure.
good about it, though, is you can't miss move under 2 minutes because we don't count that. So
Yeah. No, I think it's going to bring a different element to the game for sure, but I'm up for it.
Okay.
I hope.
Number 3 question to you, Coach. You always bring a great energy to your gameplay, even when things are going tough. What is your greatest piece of coaching advice for those playing?
Well, I can start to tell you this, that I had to send my punter and my kickoff field goal home because they were under curfew. So, yeah, that may not. We're out searching right now to get a punter, but I have no idea what I'm going to do. But it's going to be fun.
Okay. Number 3. This is Coach's third question to you.
Which is third question. It's been a long time since we played in the chip. Are you nervous? How are your nerves?
2015 is a long time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been about 10 years for
Yeah.
me at least. So I've been there before, know how to handle the pressure. There's definitely still some nerves, always going into a big game. Definitely a huge game, big opponent. Can't underestimate anything, but I think the biggest thing to help me with my nerves is to enjoy the moment. We both worked very hard to get here, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right, good answer. All right, coach, number 4. You ready?
Yep.
I know as the coach for BC, I am walking into 100% pro coach crowd. Everyone's rooting for you. Do you plan on using the energy of the crowd in your calls of the game plan?
Wow, that's really difficult because I think my wife is already rooting for you. and then when she found out you're going to go to New York, I got a feeling the crowd is going to sway over. But I'll tell you what, I'll root for me. That's all I can say, man. I love you.
Well, I haven't announced retirement to anybody yet. So we'll
Right,
see.
that's true. So with the going off that question,
Okay.
with the crowd and the energy and all, do you feel like you're going to coach any different, or you feel you're going to be in the zone to coach the way you do?
I don't know. I'm just looking forward to playing him and enjoying it and having a ball.
Okay.
That's
4th coach. 4th question, coach.
Question from Coach. How do you plan on attacking my defense? Because the first time you did really well. Well, I don't want to give too much of the game plan away. However, something that I found has really worked for BC this year is playing good old-fashioned mouth football. And we're just going to continue going that way. You know, making the right calls, putting the players in the best position they can to make them great plays downfield.
Oh, that sums it up pretty. So because guys can text in questions. So from playing him the first time, you guys met the first time. Have you picked up anything? I mean, because the first time you guys played,
that was the
You
first
were-
game.
yeah, it was 38. You won 38-35, but you actually had to score a touchdown. You were down 4. You actually had to score and drive to win the game. So
Great
it
drive.
really came down to he was up 4 with a few minutes to go. You took the final drive and scored. But can you take any away from that game that? Can you take any away from the game that you guys played the first time?
Okay, yeah. Building off of that, I feel like that game, even with the weird schedule I played this year, really set the precedent for a lot of my games, getting me used to, when I need to have that drive, really just staying in the pocket, making my calls, not letting my feelings on the game or what's happened really influence my decisions, but just continuing to go, next play, 1 more yard. Don't let me get 1 more yard.
Because guys can text. So
Well, he played a great game.
one of the questions is, you both are wild card teams. This is the first time ever in Crunch Time Coach history. This is the 26th season. The first time ever 2 wild card teams made it. That means you had to win the first round, the second round, and the third round. So, Jeffrey, you answered that first. It's not easy to do, to win 3 in a row to get to this point. So, how did that feel, having to make that run to make it to the championship for being a wild card?
Looking back at it now, as we're
It's
here
tough.
getting ready, definitely was a tough road. Utmost respect for all my opponents. Very hard road. But, playing through it each time, the mentality that kind of formed, building off of, the 2004 Boston Red Sox, I think they said it best. Don't let me win this play.
Oh,
Don't let me
right.
win this play turned into don't let me win this series. Don't let me win this quarter. Don't let me win this game. Really having that short memory, playing tough, great opponents all around. My toughest one's coming up here because he did the exact same thing I did. 3 in a row in this league is very hard, especially when everything's elevated in playoffs. And I just think, continuing to rise to the occasion, make the right calls.
I mean, you went through Notre Dame, then you went through Maryland, and then you're number 2, Oregon. You went through a playoff team that in Duke. Then you beat Alabama, number 3, and then you beat number 1 Canes. So how do you feel? I mean, both of you have gone through a long haul to get. That's not easy to win 3 in a row. I don't know if you even realize it. To win 3 in a row, that's like a month worth of football to get just to the championship. So I let him answer that first. How do you feel about that
I thought it
run?
was a lot of luck. That's all I can say. I enjoyed every minute of it though, and that was great because there was no pressure on me. Because I just felt like I'm not going to win anyhow, but I'm going to try.
Right.
And that's great. And I think that's what we're going to take into the game Sunday. Hey, I want to win, you want to win, but hey, we're going to have a good time, and whoever wins at the end, we shake our hand.
And the thing about it is, in those 3 games, but all of you were underdogs. Like, so, underdog. So just so you know, the early line coming out in this championship game is Boston College is favored by 5. You're the underdog coming into this one. So
Generous.
Well, we'll bet that down, okay?
We'll see how that goes.
Hey, if you win by 5, I get money.
so here's the 5th and final question for you, Coach.
Okay.
In all your years of playing Crunch Time, after seeing various plays, styles, and personalities, what do you think makes a great coach? Oh, that's a good question.
Makes a great coach?
Yeah.
Well, actually, in real life, coaching 22 years, you learn. But the great coach is knowing when to adjust and when to blame it on somebody else for your mistakes. So just play the game like you feel. I don't know what I'm going to do Sunday.
Then that's what's scary for BC, actually.
That's what scares me, too, because I have no idea what I'm going to. But it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to you playing you, but I'm looking forward to families and everything. Just getting it. It's like getting together for
It'll be packed. It'll be packed here.
Yeah.
And oh, jeez. Here's your 5th question.
My 5th question. My game plan has some reverses and halfback passes and a lot of ooh. Are you ready for that? It's a 2-parter. Are you ready for that?
Answer that one first.
I'm going to answer that one first.
Are you ready for all the oohs?
Well, if I had a 6th question, it was going to be, when's the first ooh?
Yeah.
Good.
Coach, I think the best way to prepare to play for you is to not prepare at all. It's really going to be a game of wild cards. We're both wild card teams. We're both playing wild. So I'm ready for it, yes, but I'm also ready for it, no. It's always going to be in the back of my head. And part B is, do you think you're going to punt? I don't think you're going to punt unless I have you pinned on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's enough.
Even then, you never know.
No.
But
So-
I think it's going to be a really fun game.
Yeah, it is.
So the guys are saying they're wishing you guys both the best of luck, and they know seems like it's going to be a pro coach crowd, but I don't know. BC's going to be bringing some people in too, and they're all going to be placing their bets and putting them on the walls and all that stuff. And so I'm looking forward to this championship, and good luck to both of you. And it's going to be February 2nd, kickoff 6:44.
Well,
We'll find out who the 2024 champion is going
one
to
thing
be.
I can say is, Jeff, if I don't win, I'm rooting for Jeffrey.
One question is, do either of you want to touch the trophy or the ring?
I'll touch it when I win.
I don't.
Okay. Good luck, guys.
I want the dice. Hey,